The most engaging, impactful, informative, and entertaining talk show ever. Get ready to hear the voices of many local, state, and national artists, musicians, comedians, pastors, athletes, and politicians. It's time for South Florida Live with Jeffrey Brown. The most engaging, impactful, informative, and entertaining talk show ever. Get ready to hear the voices of many local, state, and national artists, musicians, comedians, pastors, athletes, and politicians. It's time for South Florida Live with Jeffrey Brown.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go now. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, y'all. I'm sorry. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. And welcome to the South Florida Live Podcast. Listen, I'm your host, Jeffrey Brown. And as we always say, this is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. So, hey, listen, come on, join us on tonight. Y'all know what tonight is. Tonight is it's the season 2. It's season 2 of the singles edition. Listen, you if you missed it last week, I'm sorry. Go back and view it because it was on fire. Hey, listen, this week is gonna be even fire. We're gonna go a little higher. Hey, listen, I hope everybody experienced peace and blessings on today. Everybody had a wonderful day, a blessed day, a peaceful day on today, regardless of this cool weather that we had. I'm loving it though. I'm loving it. This cool weather we had. Hope everybody is doing well. Everyone went to work, went to school, went wherever they had to go and made it home safely. God bless you. That means you are a survivor. You are a survivor. So you are a survivor. Hey, come on, y'all. Let's do this. Come on in. Go ahead, those that are viewing by YouTube. Hey, if it's your first time by YouTube, your first time viewing us by YouTube, go ahead and hit that bell. Click on the bell and click on all notification. That way you'll get notified every time we go live. All right? Would you do that for me? Thank you so much. Those that are viewing by Facebook, hey y'all, how you doing? I appreciate it. Hey, good evening, Ms. Ambrose. Good evening. Good evening, Ms. Green. God bless you, Ms. Carla. God bless you. Peace and blessings upon y'all. Thank you for joining us on tonight. Hey, listen, go ahead and share with somebody. Go ahead and start tagging some people. Would you do that for me? Those that are coming on, those that are viewing, those that are watching, go ahead and tag Facebook, tag at least 10 people. Let them know that the South Florida Live Podcast is on, and it's the singles edition. Y'all, we're in season 2. So it's going higher. It's much better. It's stronger. We're going to have a conversation tonight. Y'all gonna like this tonight. Yeah. Let me hear you say, yeah. It's the Quartet Diva, Angie Cross. God bless you. Peace and blessings to you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Go ahead and tag a few people. Let them know that we're here. Hey, listen, this is gonna be an interesting one. You don't want to miss this one. I'm telling you, you do not want to miss this one. You do not want to miss this one. It's going to be interesting. So we're going to find out some things tonight. How about that? All right, I'm going to give y'all a few, let me see. Give you about 30 seconds because we're going to get this started because we need all the time we need tonight to talk about what we need to talk about. So come on in. Would y'all do that for me? I see it happening. I see it happening. Come on, y'all. Tag some people. Ambrosia, tag some folks. Miss Green, tag some people. Let them know that we're live, that we're going tonight, that we're on tonight. All right? Do that for me, please. Do that for me. Let me know. Let them know. Let them know. Let them know. Text somebody. Yeah, Text somebody. Say, man, listen, man, girl, you don't want to miss this episode on the singles edition tonight. It's gonna be on. It's gonna be on like Donkey Kong. It's gonna be. People say that. Still say that. It's gonna be on like Donkey Kong. I don't know. It's gonna be fire though. It's gonna be fire. They don't say that no more now. They don't say that. Hey, my little sister's on, Cynthia Parker. God bless you. How you doing? God bless you. Peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well. No, they don't say that no more. They don't say that no more. They don't say that. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire. Come on. It's gonna be lit tonight. Yes. We're lighting a fire. It's gonna be lit. I know. Y'all listen. I'm trying to push through it. Sometimes you have to push through it. So come on. Come on. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds, y'all. 10 seconds. Everybody singing together, sing a new song. Beautiful. Many mighty ships are sinking. Many stars are falling down. Come on, join us. Thank you for those that's coming on once again. YouTube, please like and share. Please like and share. Make some comments on the YouTube page. Would you do that? Hey, Miss Kathy Brown, God bless you. Peace and blessing to you, cuz. I don't know. I just saw Brown, so you know we all family, all Browns family. God bless you. Peace and blessing. Thank you for joining us on tonight. Hey, 5 seconds. I see what you're doing, I see what you're going through. Truth is you're beautiful. Everybody singing together, singing. All right, 2. All right, y'all. Here we go. God bless you once again. Thank everyone that's coming on, that's joining us on tonight. Appreciate it. Please tag some folks and let them know that we're on. Please tag and share. Please hit the share button right now. Facebook, hit that share button. I need you sharing this episode tonight. Please share this episode tonight. Go ahead and hit it. Go ahead and text somebody, let them know, and you know, tag some folks for me. All right. Listen, we're ready to do this. We're gonna do this right quick. We got to do this. Let me see how I'm gonna do this right here. Hey, y'all, listen. I'm bringing him on first. No disrespect to the ladies, but I need to do something right quick. Y'all know I love y'all ladies, but I'm bringing my brother on right quick. We're gonna have a little moment right quick. Hey, man. Good evening, bro.
Hey, what's going on, bro?
It's all about you, brother. It's all about you. Appreciate you being with us again tonight, man. Appreciate you being with us again tonight.
It's a pleasure, man. It's always a pleasure to share the spotlight with you, bro.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I wanted to bring you on. Like I told later, ain't no disrespect. You know I believe in ladies first, but I need to bring you on, bro, because we need to have a short conversation. Even when we're going to do it again, we need to have a short conversation about this right here. That right there. Yes, it is. It's the minister of comedy presents. He's presenting, y'all, an afternoon of Christian comedy hosted by my brother, Rob Miner. And guess what, y'all? It's coming soon. It's February 1st at 8:00 at the Miramar Cultural Center. You do not want to mention. Listen, these are the features right there. That's Fifi Frazier, Trina Jeffries, and Charles Walden. And he has something to share with y'all about this. So, hey, y'all see the QR code on there? Go and click on that QR code. Hit it right now. Hit it now. Or you can go to the ministerofcomedy.com. The ministerofcomedy.com. All your information is right there. Go ahead and skip the line. Y'all hear it said, skip the line. Go ahead and skip the line and buy your ticket here. You got to stand in no line. You can buy it here. Let's do that. Let's do that. All right. Let's do that. Hey, bro. Hey, share, man, right quick. Let us know what's going on.
Oh, first of all, you know, it's a pleasure to be on this platform. And sharing the spotlight with you and my other co-hosts. It's gonna be a wonderful night, man. It's a night of comedy. It's Christian comedy. It's which means you can bring your children. You can, all ages. It's 100% Christian comedy, and that means not just no one curses. Even the content of the material is the way it's supposed to be. We're gonna have a great time. We have Fifi Frazier, which everybody knows. Fifi's from Florida. She's. And I didn't know that I knew as many people as I know that Fifi knows. She's everywhere, man. She's everywhere. And she's just such a sweetheart to work with. And I'm going to have pleasure working with, sharing the stage with her again. We have Trina Jeffries, also known as Sister Cantaloupe. So if you've never seen her act, she's you have to see this. She is crazy all over the place. She does this act. I don't want to give it up, but she if you haven't seen it, you can YouTube it.
Let them come. Let them come.
I'm not going to give it up. And Charles Walden, listen. Charles Walden, I have been doing comedy with for over 30 years. And I once won a big, major citywide contest in Philadelphia. And Charles Walden came in second place. To tell you how crazy this competition was, Michael Blackson came in third place. And it was like star-studded. And Charles Walden is actually a comedian that actually has cerebral palsy. And if you know anything about cerebral palsy, if you have it, you don't want to be in no kind of spotlight. You don't want to be in front of a crowd. You don't want to be no public speaking, because it will let people to see your defect. This guy has found a way to take what you would think would be a defect and take it into something that's actually positive. He is hilarious. And it's crazy because when you see him and he's walking on stage and he can't quite walk the way everybody else do. So he gets around, but he walks. So you're thinking,
he brings it. He like changed that whole perspective.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
And because of that, you fall in love with this dude because you can't believe that he's actually this funny doing this, and he doesn't let that bother him at all. One time, a friend of mine seen him. He was working at I shouldn't even be saying this. He was working at the DMV. So he's sitting in at the DMV in his chair and stuff like that, and you can see he has his handicap. And a friend of mine walked up to him and said, "Oh my God, Charles Walden, I just seen you on stage." He said, Hold up. So you're gonna mess up my benefits. He said, "In here, I'm just Charles. That's it." Oh my goodness. He is hilarious. And we're gonna have a wonderful night, man. We have a wonderful
So this is once again, y'all, this is my man. Our very own. He's presenting this. He's putting this on.
Yes.
So all those that watch, you're a part, and my viewers of this podcast and this evening of the singles edition. I have some major names. I just saw one major name that's on with us tonight, Miss Penn. Good evening, Miss Penn. Listen, Miss Penn, listen, you are a major, so you can help our brother put this out in the ways. We really would appreciate it. Please, if you can help us put this out. But so listen, this is gonna be, once again, my brother's putting this on, and this is February 1st, y'all. February 1st, 8 p.m. February 1st at 8 p.m. at the Miramar Cultural Center. Y'all heard of Fifi Frazier, Trina Jeffries, and Charles Walden. Hey, you don't want to miss it. Y'all see the QR code? Go ahead and hit it right now. Get the QR code and scan that QR code right now. And if not, you can go to the Minister of Comedy, ministerofcomedy.com. Ministerofcomedy.com.
That easy. One word.
All right. I wanted to do that for my brother. We're gonna come back on. I'm gonna have him on again. We're gonna spend some time and just let him go in and really tell us that. Hey, it's time now. It's time. Let's bring the sisters on. My sister Chantel, God bless you. Imelda, hey, welcome back. we missed you last week, but you had a good sub last week. You had a good sub.
Well, thank you, and I missed you all as well. But last week I did not attend choir
Yeah.
rehearsal because my mom was in the hospital. So yeah, but thank God she's home now. So
Yes,
yeah.
and it's
But thank you for your prayers.
continuous prayers. Yeah, continuous prayers for
Thank
mom.
you. Thank you.
Mom seemed like she was all right Sunday though.
Yeah, she's getting her praise on.
Mom be getting her praise on, man.
Yeah. She
Man,
got a little shortness of breath. I had to sit her down though for a minute. I say, hey, you got to sit down.
Mom don't let nobody stop her from getting her praise
No.
on. I love it. I love it. Because how old is mother now?
75.
Have mercy.
That would make you.
Ah, don't do that.
57. 57. I am proud to be 57. I ain't got no issue with that. I'm proud to be 57. Thank you.
You ain't one of those.
I ain't caught up about that. I'm good.
Not one of those women. Hey, listen, y'all.
By the grace of God, I look like this.
Amen.
Hey, Ms. Ben, thank you. I'll get that to you. I definitely will send that flyer to you. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you. Love you for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ms. Cross, you too, Ms. Cross, you too. I'm gonna send it to you too, because you're large and in charge out there too. Y'all major. Everyone else that I know, Ms. Thompson, Ms. Thomas, I'm sending it to you too. Yeah, all y'all. I'm sending it to all y'all because we want to push this one. This is our very own. So we want to push it. We definitely want to push this on in February. I'm gonna be front center myself. Hey, listen, y'all. I know last week was fire. Last 2 weeks was just yeah. And once again, we want to thank Miss Thomas for joining us on last week, sitting in for us on last week. We don't have her again, y'all. Most definitely. Listen, so it's a little shift, y'all. It's some stuff that be coming across my way, and when I see that Christians are involved in it, I like to bring it up. I like to bring it to the forefront. So here we are. We got 2 questions. We got 2 questions tonight that we're gonna deal with tonight. Okay. One is listen good, y'all. Y'all let me know, viewers. Let me know. Listen, are there different rules of dating for Christian singles? Are there different rules of dating for Christian singles? And if there are, should Christian singles date with rules? Should Christian singles date with rules? Let's deal with the first one. Are there different rules for dating for Christian singles? Y'all, guess what? I found out there is. There's some of our Christian singles are using rules.
Okay.
They're using rules, and there's a few rules out there that I found that our singles, and we're gonna deal with the first one. The first one is the 30s. I don't know if anybody know about it. This one, the 37% rule of dating. The 37% rule of dating. I asked Chantel to do a little research of that, and we found it to be quite interesting. So I know some of y'all, I don't know if y'all know, yes, especially if we want to follow God's plan. So you saying there should be some rules, There go Greg. He's on it already.
Good boy, that's my boy.
Date with rules. Miss Thomas say yes, they should date with rules. But okay, so so I asked the question because this one came up. This rule came up. So y'all help me with this one. I don't know if y'all heard of it. It's called the 37% rule of dating. The 37% rule of dating. All right. And I'm gonna have Chantel break this down to us and let us know. You want me to do it or you want to do it? Because you broke it down. Yes, there are different and rules do apply. So now, okay, everybody's saying yes. How about this one? Because the 37% rule of dating, y'all, this is how it goes. it tells you that you can date multiple people, or you can communicate with multiple people. And while you're doing it, you are doing a survey, basically, right, Chantel? Like a survey of each person. So if you're seeing 5 people, 5 individuals, this is saying that you're doing a survey. You're supposed to you're doing a survey on all 5. Okay. So this is what estimate you meet 10 potential partners, date the first 3 to 4 without committing, then settle with the next person who is significantly better than any of them. So any of the other ones, you should. That's a part of the 37. So Rob, Chantel, you shaking your head. So you ready for it? You ready for it? Help us with that, Shan. Help us with that. What do you think about that? Is that okay to do that? Because it's happening now.
It's happening, but for me personally, I'm going to speak for me. I personally cannot date more than one person at one time. I think for me, that's just overwhelming. As far as a Christian, I don't think that would be something suitable for a Christian to do, because, we're trusting in God. We believe in God. So we should use our discernment. We should use wisdom. And if we lack wisdom, we should be able to go to the Lord and ask him for it, and he'll give it to us as we go through the dating process. So I don't think that the 37% rule is necessary for a believer who's dating.
But listen, it's saying without committing. Without committing to anything, just not committing. I guess in the midst of the communication, you letting it be known where we at right now, or what? Milda, you smiling, you shaking your head. Miss Penn say I agree, Shan. Yeah. Should this be something that we now not? I remember now. Society sets the tone sometimes for Christian believers.
But we don't have to follow society.
But church service ain't the same. But anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone. Go ahead, Imelda. What's your take on this this rule?
Well, it doesn't say Christian, right? It says 30% rules for people, period, right?
But on my research, it says that. That's why I do this when I see Christians are involved in this. Christians that are doing this rule.
Right. But I think that it really will be based on your relationship with God. I really believe that. When you make a decision to really have a right relationship with him, I think your decisions are different in what's a priority, and that's more than like pleasing him more than yourself. And I think that if you're dating 5 different people, the emotions, the busyness, it's just a lot of confusion. And then really, what is your purpose for dating, or what are you really looking for? So now you got all these different spirits that you're entertaining. How are you really going to make a wise decision if you got all these multiple things going on? I just think I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it personally. You're asking me, so I wouldn't do it. And if you're dating with the intent to marry, I don't think that you should be all over the place with all these different people. But that's just my opinion.
No. I hear you on that one. But I was just going by the data and what was being said.
I understand, and like you said earlier, even about the society, but no matter what the society is doing, really, when your relationship is different with him, I think you make better decisions. I think you choose that you would do things different. And I don't think that you'd be all busy all over the place making a decision based on what society thinks. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I know. I got you. And I got Rob. You're gonna love this. And Brother Greg said it's hard to do that rule when people are dating everyone. Dating everyone has their guard up. No one shows their real self. You do even know if you find someone that is lifetime or he said that is lifetime Tubi movie crazy. Tubby. Yeah. No, I'm with you. I agree with you, and you got quite a few people agreeing with. But I'm just telling you what's going on out there, and I'm just asking the question, y'all. I just want to know if the Christian folks out there that's doing us, some might be Christian believers, some may not. Are you good with that? Because that multiple thing kind of punched me in the chest when I saw it. Because Rob, before you go, before you had, because that was a question sent to me. That was a question sent to me that kind of for me seemed like it deals with this. And it says, as a woman and men, as women and men dating, is it acceptable to date multiple people? If so, why? If not, why? But to me, that sounds close to the same of this 37%. Of this multiple, you I don't know if it's dating or it's just you're just socializing or you just meeting people and you just going through your little application process, interview, if you will, and trying to find the right. That's what it sounds like to me. You're going through a process to 5 people. You meet. Oh, he's cute. He's nice. He's interesting. He's interesting. Or she's interesting. She's interesting. You know what? I meet both of them, and we have conversation. I'm out of the 3, I'll find out which one best fit me. Rob.
Okay. First of all, I like all answers, and something you said, something Milda said, and something Chantel said. You guys all hit on certain points. I will say this. First of all, under no circumstances does a Christian date more than one person. Under no circumstances does a Christian date more than one person. The problem is, now, Amelia, you gave a very good answer for a Christian woman, and even listening to you, your opinion is also coming from a higher level Christian, and that's probably because you're an elder. And when you are that committed to God, it is easier and more natural for you to follow the rules that are godly. However, if we are to be honest, the way the Christian status is and the commitment to Christianity, where people are now, it is more towards that 37%. No Christian should at no point date more than one man. Your phone, tablet, your house, when you talk to somebody on the phone, that is your office. That is your business. That is your office. You can FaceTime somebody. You can talk to them through the computer or whatever. And that's the interview process. Now, you could interview more than one person. You can talk to this person this time and talk to that person that time and spend enough time on the phone to really get to know that individual. But to walk outside your door and to meet someone somewhere in the form of a date, you cannot do that with more than one person as a Christian. You cannot do that because you will never really get a chance to understand how anyone is if you're operating with more than one individual. Because what you'll start doing is comparison, contrast. And here's the point. It is not designed for anyone to be perfect. So the more you date more people, the more you're going to find different things wrong with other people. No, you have to trust God and do your interview process over the phone. Trust God. And when God, and then pray about it. And when God shows you, okay, that individual right there is the individual, you can shut the interview process down and take that chance and date that person. Right. But to date multiple people, that is exactly ungodly. That is under no circumstances does a Christian date multiple people. No, that's deception. No, you can't do that. You cannot do that. You cannot do that.
But if the communication is open and clear.
No, just because you decided.
I'm just saying, if the communication is clear, in other words, okay, I'm interested in, say I'm interested in Imelda, I'm interested in Chantel, and I might be interested in somebody else. Okay. And I go out.
Elder, when you get married, that's not gonna stop either.
But I'm just saying. I'm being honest.
You're right, but here's a problem.
But I done been through her. I done been through the process. I done been through this, not really trusting nobody, not really sure nobody, not really sure people. And now I'm at the point where I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do the process. I ain't jumping in nothing. I'm going to rush. First, I'm going to see who Mr. Mills is like. I'm going to see who Chantel like. Who Jackie is like. And I'm gonna let Imelda know, hey, listen, right now I'm not looking to commit, but I do want to get to know you. We want to communicate. I want to get all to know, but I'm also seeing.
You're planning to fail.
But I'm socializing with also someone else.
Then you're planning to fail.
Now, I'm just saying. But Rob, it says that there are some that accepts that.
Yes.
In the research. So Amelia might say, "Oh, okay, I'm cool with that."
And that's why I said,
I'm cool with that.
And that's why I said,
Jackie might say, "No, I ain't with that." So now I already got a process of elimination that I got too.
And that's why some people hardly never get married, because you're always going to find something wrong with somebody, or look for something wrong with somebody when you date multiple people. That's why the trust level is gone. When you feel like somebody is not fitting your little box, I'll move on. When you got choices, you will never choose wisely. When you got choices, you're gonna get. Some people stuck on choosing. You'll never make a choice because you got too many people in your ear. You got too many different and get this. If you keep that type of attitude, you think when you get married that's gonna go away. No, that's the problem. When you get married and you marry somebody, because of how easy it is to get divorced, if that person, just like a date, if that person start irritating you and you don't really feel like this person, it's too easy to get divorced. And the reason why it's easy to get divorced is because we have in our mind that we have choices. We don't.
But that's the thing.
Spiritually, we do not have the choices that we think we have. Once we get committed to Christ, and once we decide to be a Christian, a lot of the choices that we think we have, we don't have no more. And that's
I totally agree. No, I totally agree with you, Rob. I totally agree with you with that. But I'm just going. I'm trying to take you to the mindset of some people that actually are doing this.
Yes,
and they're doing it. That now somebody would have said, you know what? Okay, Jackie ain't with it, but now I got two that is. Now I'm going to communicate with these two, and I'm gonna see which one out of the two best fits me as a partner. Would be that one that I would marry.
It's easy to concentrate on Imelda if you don't have Chantel in the background saying, if this don't work, I'm gonna go to Chantel. If Chantel's not in the background, you're gonna find the ways to make it work with Imelda. See, as long as you got choices and you think like that, you're never really going to be satisfied. Even when you marry Chantel, you're gonna say, you know what? Imelda acts a little better than I'm being honest, man. When you set a mindset where you have choices like that, and you date multiple people, that becomes a disease. That becomes an obsession. That's why some people never get married. They say, I can do what I want and go what I want and be whoever I want to be. You don't ever want to think like that. No, you can't.
Once again, you got to look at this. You got to also look at the foundation that you set. If you set that kind of foundation And I'm glad you said that, Rob, because we're going to another rule that's going up that. I'm going into that. So if you set that foundation from the point, and me and whoever Melda might be, Shan may not work out. Melda might be the one we work out, and we're like really gelling. We're really getting along because we were open from the beginning in our communication, and say it prosper. It goes well, and we've been married for 15 years after that.
But that's what may
I interject?
Go ahead. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So, that's fine that you want to tell the person that. Well, I mean, some people go for it. If you're going to tell the woman that you're seeing multiple people, and then people can really perform to, perform a way and not really be themselves based on knowing that you're trying to make a decision on who you want to be with.
Right.
And then you find out that that person really not like they are once you choose that person. Mm-hmm. So, but you're dealing with multiple spirits and multiple things that, I mean, it's just really, listen, I have not always, let me make this very, very clear. Imelda Wallace, not Elda, Imelda Wallace, has not always been this way, has not always made better decisions in relationships. But today, because of my relationship with God, because of how devoted I am in spending time and believing him and trusting him and meditating on the word and trying my best to follow his principles, my decisions are different when it comes to relationships. Let me make that very, very clear. Okay. Because it has not always been this way, but now I understand that, hey, no, when you are a representative of him, your decisions have to be different, but that comes with having people that will hold you accountable. If you want accountability partners, people that will help you, you get around like-minded people that you're talking to, even about your emotions, your feelings, or how you want a relationship. It's good to have people that you can talk to so you won't go left field, because it's not easy.
Right.
But
right.
when you have people that you can talk to your girlfriends, hey, I need you to help me out. We need to, hold each other accountable. If we say we want to live for God and we have a right relationship with him, when we want to do better, we follow his principles more and live more. And we already know, nobody have to tell us, okay, when we're wrong. We know in our spirit when we're wrong. Because the Holy Spirit will convict. Listen, ain't nobody got to tell us. We know. We know how far to go. We know if we should be kissing. We know if we should be doing these other things, because this leads to that. And you can say, oh, I'm good. I fast. Let me tell you something.
You end up doing it fast.
You listen here. You can do it during the fast, and it can happen. I'm telling you right now, I'm a witness.
Yeah.
So we have to be very careful.
That's right. That's why a lot of time how you tell the singles, I mean, if you know you're at a place and you're in that mood, you just don't put yourself in that situation where you think, but I've been praying for the last month and fasting for the last month. I'm strong. No, you're not. Stop it. So,
or if you date multiple people, if Imelda won't do it, Chantel might be a little weaker than Imelda. See, that's another thing. If you're dating multiple people and you go over Imelda's house and she only want to give you a hug, you go, okay. And because I know if I go over this person's house, she gonna do more. Or if I go over this person's house, she ain't quite that saved. She gonna let me do this. So that's another thing with that. A multiple
but now we are supposed to be talking about Christian singles,
and that's a shame.
So we're hoping. No, Rob, I'm just saying. Hopefully, we are. Even though they're doing that. I'm thinking that they're doing it still in a Christian manner. Even though they may be trying to do an interview with 3 people, but it's being done in a Christian manner. They literally in their mind think they're doing it in a Christian manner where there's no commitment, there's no intimacy involved, there's nothing. And this is in the conversation. This is in the conversation because once again, you're trying to do a process of basically elimination of individual. So if you have a process of elimination, you talking to this young lady or a young lady talking to this guy and intimacy come up and they're like, no, I'm not the waiting type. I have to get involved. Boom, that's elimination.
Did you go up?
Do you think? But do you think that it's really based on that person's relationship goals? Like, what are your goals? Like,
right. That's why I say in the midst of the conversation.
Did you grow up in church, Elder?
Who, me?
Did you grow up in church? All of
yes.
You
oh yes.
Now remember,
church baby.
Right. Okay. All of us. Okay. Now remember when you would put certain clothing on your jacket or your a certain shirt, a jacket, or shoes, whatever, and people will automatically go, "Oh, he got his church clothes on." Remember that? Remember that? Because there was a certain look that you had as a church person, and people in the outside world knew you were a church person. Now, church people do everything in the world. Now, the skinny jeans, the skinny suits, the eyelashes, the look. Now, the church people are being influenced by the world. That's the problem now. Even with dating, you would think that people would date in the structure of how people are supposed to date in the church, but no. People do whatever the world do. I can date multiple people. I can take my time. I can do this. That's the problem right there.
I'm so glad you went there, because that was when doing the research, Shan sent that to me, just what you're saying now, Rob. And I laughed when she sent it, because I'm like, ooh, that sounds so much like Rob. And I mean, I think both of you really jumped on it. You brought it up, Miss Thomas, and you, Rob, brought it. You said it last week. That she said this, because I keep throwing out society, because society have shifted Christian believers' mindset and their thought. Society have even shifted the church. Y'all can say what you want to say.
You're right. You're right. You're 100% right.
Society has shifted the church, because, like you said, Rob, there are some things that I grew up in church seeing and going through and whatever, not being that saying that it was all right. But some of the shift now is just like, and the key word, like I said to Shan when she said it about society or the world does or hold of our own standards as Christians. And I said to her, I said, the key word is standards.
Yep.
Standards.
Yes.
Where are the standards? So since they're not really, check this out. Now, I know folks gonna get y'all, I'm probably gonna lose some folks on this one, but check this out. Now, if the standards, we've lost standards in the church. We've lost some standards in the church, y'all. You can play with it if you want to. We've lost some standards in the church. So if we lost standard in the church, believe me, some of our lives, the Christian walk that we walk, we've lost standards there too.
Absolutely.
So that's why I'm saying this process of dating, this stuff here, people are doing because not only because they've lost, I'm not gonna say faith, but they don't see the standards in the church. So society say, okay, you don't see the standards in the church, I'm gonna give you these standards.
Yep.
But see, that's why it's so important to be around like-minded people when your relationship changes with him. That's what I'm saying. Your principles change. You look at the principles of the Word of God, and you get around people that will encourage you, regardless of what society is doing.
Good luck.
I'm telling you, your relationship with him makes you want to do better.
Good luck.
I totally understand that. I got you on that, E. I got you on that.
He's 100% right.
But you got some that's not there.
That's right.
I understand. I do understand that, and that's why I'm
like-minded people, and it ends up not being.
What took us by storm, and people are still engaged in it? Reality shows.
Right.
Reality shows took us by storm. And everybody, not even just Atlanta Housewives, but hip hop, but they took us by storm. And guess what, y'all? Guess what? If we keep it real, if we keep it 100, people started associating themselves with reality shows.
Right. Yeah, and that's so true.
So-and-so carry herself like this. If so-and-so did this, if so-and-so dressed like this, if so, I'm going to do it.
That's what I was talking about.
Society, Shan, Now, you mentioned, I threw that society at you.
Mhm.
But society is society. It's a lot of things that we do that from society. It ain't from the Bible.
Right, but we
No.
still have a choice. That's just like we have free will. You don't have to do it. You choose to do it. It's a choice.
Yeah, but if every church is telling you now you don't have to be as traditional, you're actually getting pushed to those choices. And that's a shame. You know, it's we get to a point where churches are marketing themselves on being less traditional, where you can wear anything to church. You can do these things. You can be caught up in any kind of spirit and still be on the pulpit. You could be literally fighting a spirit and lead a praise team. So we have compromised in the church so much that if we was to give godly standards on how to date, most people wouldn't do it because they would be bored to death. Because we have given church people as leaders and Christians, we've given them so much room to hang themselves where half the Christians don't act like Christians. If you want to be real,
Well,
and the matter you said something about like-minded people, you are correct. But if I told you how many like-minded people I tried to hang out with and stuff like that, who have compromised the way they walk, they talk, they act, the whole 9 yards, it ain't as easy to find those type of people as you think.
But I said that. No, I said that. I said it's not easy. And that's why you have to get around people that's going to encourage one another. I did say that. I say it's not easy.
You did say that.
And we have to get around those. We have to encourage one another. Listen, no one is perfect. I'm glad that I have a God that
Amen.
loves me
Yes.
with
Right.
all my imperfect,
Mhm.
okay, with my imperfect self over here, that I'm not perfect. But if I want, because I want to, I have a desire to please him, I need to get around some people that's going to encourage me. Hey, sis, what you doing? What's that? Don't, what's up with that? Check me. Okay. Even when I don't like it, but check me, help me. Okay. Even male friends, check me. It's okay. Right.
Mhm.
Because I want to do better.
Right.
I want to do
Yeah.
better. And it's not easy, but then where does it start? Where do we not judge each other, but encourage one another? When do we do that? Like,
Mhm.
who's doing that?
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm,
Because we
I'm
can be
totally
so
with you.
hard on each other that we
Yeah.
can run people away.
People
And then
away.
next thing, I've seen it, and it's a self-righteous spirit
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
that we
Mhm.
don't want to carry and
Yeah.
don't want to
Yes.
hold up to that. We run people away. Well, okay, well, I'm not gonna say nothing, or I'm not gonna be a part of this group because they look. No, we got to let them know that we struggle too.
Yes.
We got to be honest and
Yes.
transparent with people.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
I don't
listen,
do it.
but you know what? I got my sister over here. She gonna hold me up.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Confess-
that's
We're
the thing. And I'm so with that. I'm so with that, Rob and Imelda and Chantel, that we have, and I say it all the time. I say it a lot. We have to be careful of the company that we keep, and we got to be careful of who we surround ourselves, our circle. That's the word I got, my social, my circle, my crew, my peeps, my, and sometimes your peeps, there's a Judas in your peep, but I'm gonna
Always.
leave that alone. But and don't always feel the way they feel, because they'll say one thing in your face and then it's something else behind your back.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that part you got to be happy. And when you catch that spirit, when you get that, you got to kill it right there where it lays, and
Mhm.
and depart and separate yourself from it. The Bible
Yeah.
says separate. We're supposed to separate ourselves from certain things. And I got someone said dating. They say don't move the old path. The Bible says find the old path and walk therein. That's good. But sometimes that old path gonna get upgraded.
Yeah.
But I gotta say this, and the Bible says, let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ Jesus.
Yep.
Mhm.
So, and
All things
Milda,
pass away.
you've been driving it the whole time, that we got to hold on to our standards, and we got to keep him first. And I believe if we continue to kind of, and we gonna have our moments.
Yes.
Don't get this twist. Don't get it twisted. One
Right.
thing, y'all, I love about my crew, this panel that I have, is that everybody on here is transparent about their path.
Oh,
They ain't
yeah.
saying- we ain't saying that we were so straight and righteous and was holy and walking the straight path this whole time. A lot of times we can talk about this stuff because you done been there. We've
Yep.
experienced it.
Yes.
We've gone
Yes.
through it, and
Yes.
some of you have.
Yes.
It's just we just talk about ours
Yeah.
and share what we learned from it and how we got better and the thing. And we're still
Still learning.
come on, if I can get an amen. We
Oh,
still
we still got issues.
we still
Amen.
right.
Yes.
We still struggle
Amen.
because
And
You
you
pray for me, I pray for you.
Paul said we struggle with this flesh
Right.
daily.
Daily.
Daily. That's right.
Daily.
We struggle with this
Deny it
daily.
daily.
So
Yeah.
this
That's
ain't
right.
just because we got through the first phase, we're good.
Right.
No. Every situation we gonna we
Don't fool yourself.
don't fool yourself. Every situation, there's gonna be a situation
That's right.
that's gonna challenge us.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
why
Mhm.
that's why it's important to have
I have this individual, I ain't calling their name, but I have this individual that will call me like, Elder, I've talked to me because I'm at a place where
Mhm.
I'm about to go this route and I
Mhm.
do. And that's what, and you said it, E, that's what we got to have. We got to be able to go to someone and be able to
Right.
go to a friend or a friend. I say it all the time. You got to have at least one.
Yes.
At least one with
Mhm.
your mind and with some knowledge and with
Yeah.
some wisdom that ain't just going to tell you what you want to hear.
Right.
Somebody you're gonna listen to too.
That's
That
right.
somebody's going to actually
Right.
sit there and listen to you because sometimes they just need you to listen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
And if you got advice, give them godly,
Yeah.
good
Right.
advice and
That-
some
you know,
common sense advice.
That's why.
Have you all ever watched The Chosen?
Yes.
I don't think
Man, the way that thing is so deep, the way Jesus not handled them, the
Everything.
way he guided them, it was just so amazing to see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
He did not, he was mindful how he spoke with them and he just gave them the word.
Yep.
Hey, listen. Yeah, he just gave it to him. And
No
that's
judgment.
no judgment.
No
And see,
judgment.
hey, nobody's judging because like I say, the Bible say we've all sinned and come short of the
You know-
glory.
You know
But
what, Elder?
it's the process that we have to go through and getting better. When
Mhm.
I think Rob, you said it earlier, when you know better, you do better. So
Right.
we learn to do better. Now this one, we're gonna close with this one. We're gonna close with this one. Hold on. Somebody say, "Amen." What happened to celibacy? Like Amelia said, where the temple of Holy Spirit is not taught anymore. Standards you got.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, you're so right. And that's what we're saying.
Right.
We
That's
got.
right.
I mean, we don't like to go back to the old church because the old church was strict.
And that's why we want to go
But
back.
you- but
Old church
but-
was strict. But you know what?
They
The
dealt with
old
holiness.
standards of the church kept a lot of us out of prison.
Yep. Oh,
Right.
A
yes.
lot
you
of
know
us
what?
Oh,
off the
yes.
drugs. And
Let
kept
me
a
ask you
lot
this.
of us off the street. So
Let me ask you. Okay.
I'm not, now some things it's gonna be in my book. Some things that the old church kind of messed us up too. But
Mhm. Right.
things that in the old church that
Very
it
judgmental.
did set standards. So I'm gonna go on that. Hey y'all, listen, we gotta do this. We gotta do this. You back next week, right? You back next week?
Yes.
I tell you, put a pin in that one, write that one down. We gonna figure it out. Because I want to throw
No,
this
go
out.
ahead.
real
Go
quick.
ahead.
I want to throw this out real quick because this is another rule, y'all. And I just want to get y'all opinion on it before we go. And y'all Christians folks are doing this. It's called the 222 rule of dating. It's
The
called the
222.
222.
What is
rule of
that?
dating. The 222 rule is a relationship strategy that involves, check this out, you going on a date every 2 weeks, a weekend trip every 2 months, and a week-long vacation every 2 years.
With who? How many people?
No, this we done shift the
To the relationship.
we done shifted from the 37% rule. This is a
Okay.
whole nother rule. This is a whole nother rule. And basically saying the goal is to create regular moments of connection and prioritize time for your relationship.
Them trips might get you in trouble though.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
Especially that week long.
I'm not
You
going
gotta-
on. I'm not going on. I'm not going on.
You gotta be like Juanita Bynum used to say, you gotta take the altar with you.
No, I'm not going on the show.
No.
Listen. I've been
Listen to me.
Listen,
When
hey,
you
Earl,
attracted
know
to someone,
Go ahead.
listen, when you're attracted to someone and you know you're attracted to them, and then you know you're going on a night trip overnight, you kissing and all this stuff, that's fire.
That's
Don't
fire.
even play with
Get
your
burned.
listen. That is some fire.
Yes, it is.
No,
Especially if they're a great
Miss
kisser.
Miss Carla, she
Yes.
said if this is a
Yes.
No, it's saying relationship. This is building a strategy in relationship.
No.
And yes, Miss Jones, I agree. This is not church and Christian rules. Right, but listen.
Right.
Miss, I told you I only bring stuff up.
Right.
Christian
There's nothing in the
symbols.
Bible that's saying, let's make this clear. There's nothing in the Bible that's talking about what we talking about right now.
Yeah, I only bring this up when I see that Christians are involved in
it. Yes.
So I want to know, being that we got a Christian audience, is this good? If this not, if some people, because you might find some that's good with this.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, trips.
Bad idea.
They might have.
I just think a little different now. I just think a little different. I ain't taking no altar with me. I ain't going because I'm attracted and I ain't going.
They might have they altar on them 24/7. So God bless you on that one.
If you are a celibate Christian, you cannot do that. And I'm talking about I'm talking about real celibate. Sometimes I've been celibate so long, your feet swell up. Sometimes my feet swell up. I've been celibate so long, I got to rub my feet. That's how bad it is with me. And ain't no way in the world that you can be celibate going away for no 2 weeks with no witnesses.
Separate rooms. You going in separate rooms?
I ain't doing that. No.
It's how you set it up.
I take it to Chuck E. Cheese. I take it to Chuck E. Cheese. I ain't doing all that.
Ain't doing that. Now, listen. That boy say Chuck E. Cheese. Listen, separate room, because this is how it said. This is how it works, y'all. We gonna go. This is how it works. It say date night, keep things fresh and help you break free from routines. Weekend getaways allow you to focus on each other and leave daily worries behind. Romantic vacation create memories, faster bonding, and strengthen your sense of sharing adventures. The benefits of the 2-2-2 rule can help you maintain closeness and keep your relationship fresh. It can help you
do that. You'll be fresh.
It can help you communicate and find out what's going on in each other's lives. It can help you nurture your relationship in bite-sized, meaningful ways.
What you can do is you can take off work and spend time together. Like have a day of spending time together to do that. That will, you can do things like that. Yeah. Just a whole day and just hang out.
Yeah, but not no away for no 2 weeks.
No getaway, no.
We're gonna both have to go on. We're gonna both have to go on a fast after that. No.
I'm not trying to get away anymore. I'm not trying to. I'm telling you.
Somebody say even with separate room, that is dangerous.
It is.
Ms. Donaldson, I'm just giving y'all the data. I'm just giving y'all the questions.
Listen, this is very good. This is very good because we help each other.
I'm just letting you know. Listen, somebody say, I've had someone tell me we can go on trips together. When said that, me being a problem that he told me what happened in Vegas stays in Vegas. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a red flag and a sign right
Absolutely
there.
not.
Like, no,
No.
that's definitely a no.
Especially not Vegas.
When you make a statement, what stays in Vegas, what goes on in Vegas, what happened
You
in
done already
Vegas,
told us what you're doing.
yeah. Shan, so what would be your view if someone presented you, some young man came to you and he presented you, hey, hey, can we try this 2-2-2 rule? How would you respond to that?
I would tell her I'm not interested in that. Absolutely not. That is just that's too tempting for me personally. Just to have that one-on-one time, it just opens the door for so many possibilities that are not Christian like. So for me, no.
Yeah.
No, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Somebody say that getaway going to test your gangster.
It sure will. Listen.
Yeah. I agree.
Listen, it is so important for us to just really have
Yeah.
accountability for real in this season.
I'm
It
gonna say
really is.
this, and we gonna close out with this. That I don't know. All this is to each his own.
Right, of course.
Some people can probably get down with this, and
Right,
there's some that you know that is not
right,
in your view. You
right.
know, so you wouldn't
That's right.
testify you, like Shan said. No, that's
Mhm.
too much of a fight. That's too much of a
Right.
like I say, once again, we're talking communication. And if you communicate it where, hey, yeah, we're going away, but you're gonna be in yours, I'm gonna be in mine, and we only coming out when we going to, we meet up when we going out to dinner or whatever. I'm y'all listen, I'm just using my
We hear you.
I'm trying to
hear
get
you.
the line of what some people that would try it and do it right would say, and say maybe it's possible that it can be done.
Look, I respect everybody's whatever they're doing. I respect people where they are. I'm not here to, I don't have time to really be judging, because see, not even just dating. It's some other stuff that
Yeah.
okay, we got to be accountable for in our own lives. So not just the dating part, but other things. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just mindful. I'm taking my own inventory in this season in every area.
Didn't he say stay away from the appearance of evil? It's just certain things Christians cannot do.
Right.
He says stay away from the appearance of evil. That sound evil. And I ain't talking about evil like in no, I'm talking about that sounds like
right.
Evil way.
Right. I understand.
Asking for that.
Listen, I had a friend of mine, and he was like, well, you gonna come see me? Well, you could sleep in the other room. I said, no, I can't sleep in the other room. What people gonna say when I come out your door and you getting up preaching in the morning? I can't do that.
Yeah. Well,
listen, I done been through some stuff. I'm not, the cycle has stopped. Okay.
See, I mean, but that's a good thing, and I'm glad. Not well, yeah, She, I don't know which cycle she's talking about, but
I got that a certain different way. That's why I'm laughing.
I'm playing, y'all. I'm playing. I am playing.
You know what?
I'm playing. I am so playing because she touched the hem of a garment a long time ago. So I believe so. I don't know. I'm talking.
You have to really know. I'm telling you, we have to take our own inventory now.
Yeah,
it's so important for us to do that. We have to be honest with ourselves about what we want. And some Christians don't want relationships, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That is okay.
When I first moved to Florida, I was in the middle of a relationship, and I moved my significant other here with me, and we lived together for 9 years straight of celibacy. Now, that wasn't because I wanted to. That was me coming out of a midst of out of hell. And that was God refixing me, redoing this and redoing that. So that was a lot of therapy and a lot of stuff that I was going through. And I'm telling you right now, don't do it.
You say y'all live together?
Live together.
Ooh, that's deep.
For 9 years of celibacy. So when I giving out
in
advice,
the same bed,
and when I give out advice here, I'm talking off of sheer experience. I'm not talking off of guessing. That's why sometimes I might seem like I'm getting a little emotional. I might get a little deep about it because I'm coming off of sheer experience.
Right.
Look at my eye right now. This eye right here. No, it's a little off because I have Bell palsy. That broke me down so much where I believe that I literally got Bell palsy because of my celibacy. Because I believe that because I had a desire that bad, and because I was putting myself through that emotional thing, killing myself because I was a sex addict. So I had went cold turkey. So I think that because I was killing myself, living with her, watching her walk around, desiring, and then not, I'm telling you, I believe I drove myself to a point where mentally I was unstable in certain areas. I believe the pressure and the stress got to me to the point where, I end up with Bell palsy. Even now, when I'm a little too stressed out and stuff like that, this eye is a little slower than the other. I'm telling you. So when I tell you something, I'm not telling you listen, I'm telling you because I've been through all this. That's why people say, how do you know all this stuff? Like the reason why I could know how relationships are, because I was a horrible guy. I was great as far as a person. They loved me, but that was like my disguise. Because I was nice, man, everybody trust me. And I had something that was ridiculous. And I mean, the married and engaged at the same time for like 10, 15 years, and nobody knew about it. I'm telling you, all this stuff that you go through, it ain't worth it. And I can tell you right now, you cannot even concentrate on having a relationship with more than one person at the same time or dating. I probably would be married to somebody right now if I had let go all the past friendships and stuff that I was dealing with, when I was there. Even though I wasn't doing nothing wrong, emotionally, the kind of attention that she needs, if you don't focus on just her, you cannot do it.
Right. And
thank you, Rob.
That alone, man. That's good, Rob.
I'm glad to
share with that because that's a lot. That's so serious because we can lose our mind in some things, man.
That's right.
Deep in some stuff. We can mess it up where a lot of things that we go through, it can affect us later on.
Right.
But we may not know it. We may not realize it. Sometimes we do. We just don't want to come to the realization of it. There's people that know there's some things wrong with them and some ways that they have, and they'll say, I and you know what? Let me say this, and we gonna move. I know we got people say they love hard and all that. Stop it. I mean, come on, y'all. We all love and we all love hard, but don't use that for an excuse for you continue to make bad decisions and do wrong things. And feel like because you didn't make the good decision and you got in the relationship is now because I just love hard. No, it's some things that you did the way you did and you did not change and you did not and you just you and right now, and that some people that I know, it really it's messing with their mind, with their psyche, and where they can't trust or anything. But and then some of them just they search for acceptance, for people to love and people to
they try to overcompensate
to accept them and accommodate all that kind of stuff. And when you get caught up into that, and when you get yourself in that might be what you're feeling, but that's not what they're feeling because you didn't pay attention to their moves. And men and women try and get people to say I love you before it's time, because you're at that place, you're at that point, able to say I love you. They may not be there yet. So don't force people to do that. Don't force people to say what you want them to say because you're saying it. Because guess what you're gonna get? You're gonna get untruth. Because
I tell you, people could perform.
Oh, that's what
Disappointed.
that's what they want.
Performance.
That's what
Yeah.
you want to hear.
Performance.
Okay, that's what it takes. I'm gonna say, hey, I love
Right.
you.
Exactly.
Don't mean it at all.
Right.
You know, like I
Then
said
when it
earlier,
don't
we
go
have to take
right,
our own.
right, and then when it don't
We have
go
to take our
right,
own inventory.
you get mad. You get
Yeah.
hurt. But you don't force these people to do something that
Right.
They're
they're
not
ready
willing
to
to do.
do.
They didn't want to do.
And y'all don't
Trust
get
me.
me wrong. Now, don't throw eggs at me.
Been there,
Listen.
done that.
That's right
Listen.
on that
Listen.
individual part, on the person who just
Listen.
go
Yeah.
ahead and say it and just give in to it. I'm not saying,
Right.
but sometimes you done push people into saying something.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes don't be so much in a hurry to
Yes.
get
Being
into the
anxious.
relationship, to get involved, and you haven't paid not one iota, one attention of this person, and they got so many red flags up.
Right. See if Rob
Because
backstage.
you're so in a hurry for love, and you so want want some
Right.
compassion, and we talked about the companionship. You just want somebody.
Elder,
Mm-hmm.
can I interject?
Always picking the wrong somebody. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so I can attest to that because I feel like, you know, me, I grew up without my father. So I had
Ooh.
father figures in the house, but I didn't have a stable relationship with my biological father until later years, until my adult life. And I realized as I went through relationships that I was the person that loved hard. I was the one who overcompensated because I didn't have that that type of love from a man growing up. I was seeking after it in relationships. And I realized, like, my cousin, you know, I would talk to her about the situations, and she's like, you know, you can't expect you from other people. You know, people are not gonna reciprocate what you give
Right.
them just because you're giving it to
Right.
them.
Right.
You have to give people, you know, the choice to make a decision whether or not if they're gonna meet you halfway. Like, you can't force that upon them. And it took me a while to really learn that. And even so now I still find myself kind of backtracking and, you know, having those ways when it comes to relationships, and I have to kind of like scale back because I feel like I'm pushing myself to get to that point again. So, you know, it could be a struggle at times, but
Yes.
Yeah.
That
But
is so
this is the
powerful.
thing.
That's
This
so
is the thing
powerful.
that you and Shan, I'm so glad that you have came into the person as that you know who you are now.
yes,
No matter how it is, you're gonna stand to your standards and you know who you are. And that's
Yeah.
where we have to be, men
Right.
and women.
Mm-hmm.
We have
yes.
to be assurance that who we are
And
Right.
whose we are.
individual.
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't have to be desperate for an
That's
individual. I don't
right.
have to be
That's right.
desperate for a relationship. I'm not saying, y'all, that I've never listen. I've never been married. I've never been married.
Right.
And it's not that I don't want to get married,
Right.
but even me, there's fears, there's things that I have an issue with. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
pressing through it. I'm trying to get listen, let me tell y'all this, and we got to go. I'm sorry, we kept y'all too long. Um, um, this episode, this thing right here, this
Mm-hmm.
segment of the singles edition helps me.
Yeah, me too.
Right.
It
Right.
helps me. Yes, I'm
Right.
asking questions. Yes, I'm pushing. I'm researching it, but it helps me.
Right.
Right.
I'm trying to still find me. I'm still trying to find some things in me and correct some stuff in me.
Yes.
That's
We all
good.
are.
That's
Things
good.
Yes.
that's me. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just transparent.
Right.
Like
No,
Right.
we supposed to be transparent so we can help the people.
Yeah. And
that's
help
just where I am.
ourselves too.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying I got it right. I
Right.
still struggle with some things. I
Yeah.
still don't. I communicate like I should, but I'm
Right.
getting better at it.
Right.
Right.
I'm
Progress.
getting better
Yes.
at it because
Yes.
I know y'all see me this here, and I keep telling people I'm just as shy as shy can be, and people like, but you be on that, yeah, that's easy. But when I get, I still have some of those that issue. Yes, I'm trying to push through it and push out of it, but it's still there. Don't laugh at me. Don't
You was
Listen, when you
looking
see us
fly
in church,
Sunday,
it's just coming
Elder.
and going. It'll say,
don't
hey,
laugh.
and he
Listen,
coming and going.
hey,
That's it.
hey, I wanted to tell you Sunday you're gonna get caught. You was looking fly Sunday now.
He
Y'all
be
know what?
sharp now. That's GQ. That's Elder
Oh,
GQ.
what? Sunday.
Elder.
Where you at on that polka dot?
You know,
Where you at on that polka dot?
anyway, So y'all are not gonna do that to me
I
tonight.
said, look at my brother. Look at my,
y'all.
I
hey,
appreciate
I
it.
said, look
Thank
at my brother over there.
and you
What's
know what?
going
And
on?
that's the other thing. People say that, and y'all got to understand. My past years, I didn't think I was what people say I was. So
Right.
I had a problem with my looks. I had a problem with
Mhm.
me. I didn't even like my name, y'all. I didn't like Jeffrey
Wow.
because my aunt named me something else. My aunt gave my mom Keith Vantonio, and that
Oh, okay.
people say, why you ain't name your son after you? Because I didn't even like that name. So I
Okay.
gave them the name that I thought that I should have had.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna be
I couldn't
Juanita.
stand Jeffrey because I thought it was a good person name. So I had some issues, y'all, and I still struggle with them.
Everybody have
I
issues.
still
We be
Everybody.
lying.
and when people say, "Oh, you look so," I'm like, "Okay, thank you," because I'm thinking people just being kind, just being
Mm.
nice.
You was
And,
sharp though, my brother. You was sharp.
and
Elder
I'm
be
getting
shocked.
to the thing. People just say thank you when people give
Yes.
me
Yeah.
compliment. So I'm
Yes.
getting better at when people do give me compliment, and I appreciate the compliment. I appreciate the love, y'all. I really do. It helps me. It
Right.
really helps me. It's a part of help me.
Elder
And
GQ.
I'm just saying,
GQ.
you know what, Hollywood, stop it. Um,
Elder GQ. I told him.
uh,
See,
I-
see, I ain't the only one. And let me say this too. In coming to really understand how much God loved me, I show up in the confidence of Him, of who I am in Him today.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And that's what people see. At my new job, they call me Sunshine. And I say, Lord, why they call me Sunshine? And
Bring
now
the
guess
light.
what's happening? Yes. And guess what's happening? One of the gentlemen told me today, I say, you sharp today. He talking about, man, you done came up in here, you checking people, you got people. And I was like,
Making the
wow.
brother step their game up.
Yeah. Hey,
And
y'all,
I
we
love
gotta
it.
go. We
I
gotta go.
love it.
Listen, we've kept people.
We
I
kingdom citizens got to stick
listen.
together.
I know our audience attention span was real good tonight because we done went over 8 o'clock. We had 8:20, y'all. So listen, y'all. I want to tell everybody that's viewing us, that's watching us, thank you so much for being a part of this
Yes.
podcast, being a part of this episode, being a part of this segment, the singles edition. God, we in season 2, and it looked like we gonna go on to season 3, 4, and 5. And you know what? And we can only do it because our viewers, because of you guys
Yes.
tuning in and
Yes.
knocking in
Thank
and
you
Yes.
all.
sharing with
Thank
so
you.
many.
Thank you.
Thank y'all
Yes.
so much. I really appreciate
Yes.
y'all so much. Hey,
Yeah.
y'all. I don't know what happened to Rob. He disappeared. He must be had some signal problem. But hey, before we go, hey, once again, I need everybody. I need you guys to remember this. Hey, let's do this. Let's bombard this. Everybody that's watching, everybody that's a part of this podcast, that's viewing this podcast, that a viewer that comes on for the singles edition. Hey, let's do this. If you're available, if you're free, if you have time, if you don't have anything going on that day, because that is what? That is the that's
February
the
1st.
first
February 1st,
Saturday of February.
Saturday.
That's the first Saturday of February. Okay. So hey, it's first Saturdays of February. Hey, let's do that. Let's go ahead and hit that QR code. Let's help Rob out because he is
Yeah.
trying to go in a direction, a path, and do some big things in that area because that's his heart, that's his gift. He's anointed to be a comedian. I'm telling y'all, Rob.
Mhm.
Y'all see, Rob
Yes,
can be
he
funny.
is.
He can be stripped. He can be like kind of structured and straight. But he is
Rob,
a
you
funny guy.
Rob.
He is a really
Mhm.
funny guy. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's help Rob at that, y'all. Please, y'all do that for me.
Yes.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Hey, ladies, thank y'all.
Good
You're
night.
welcome, brother. Thank
Y'all.
you.
Once again, hey, y'all know I love you. That's an action word. There's nothing
Love you
y'all can do about it.
too.
Love you too.
Later, y'all. Hey,
Later.
listen, y'all. You've been locked into the South Florida Live Podcast. I am your host, Jeffrey Brown. And y'all, once again, thank you so much for being a part of this show. Hey, I need y'all to do this though. If you have anything that you would like us to discuss, any topics you would like us to venture in, dealing with Christian singles, right there, the South Florida Live Show at gmail.com. Drop me an email. Let me know. We'll talk about it. We'll bring it on. drop me an email, the South Florida Live Show at gmail.com. And listen, and we'll love to do it. We'll do it for you. Also, if you want to support this podcast, right there, we are Cash App dollars Power of Glory. Cash $ Power of Glory 777 $ Power of Glory 777. Also, Zelle is Jeffrey Brown 2094 at gmail.com. Jeffrey Brown 2094 at gmail.com. That's Jeffrey Brown, JFFERY Brown at 2094 at gmail.com. And Facebook, folks, y'all see the stars. Hit us with the stars. Hit us with the stars and show us some love with the stars on Facebook, if you will. Thank you so very much. Thanks for everyone that tuned in. Thanks for everyone for their comments and everything that they're saying on tonight. Hey, listen, y'all, I appreciate everybody. And as I always say, I love you. And that's an action word. So until next week, I'll pray for you. Y'all, please pray for me. And we're going to watch God change things.
Email your idea for show topics to the South Florida Live Show at gmail.com. Thank you for tuning in to South Florida Live with your host, Jeffrey Brown.